Alright, so getting ready to start game turn, what, 38? 38. Midday turn of March 2nd, 1944. Couple of things, real quick. First of all, if any of you own cats, you will understand this story. And you know where I'm going with this. I shut the game down. Well, I stopped playing earlier this afternoon. Left the room, shut the door, and didn't realize I had one of my cats in here. Cats are my wife's idea. They've grown on me, but still, they're cats. And one of the cats got on the board. Or the cat that I left in here got on the board. And messed up almost all of the 4th division up there, at least the upper half of it. So I had to reset that. I looked back at the video, the previous videos. I was loading it up and on my computer and tried to figure out. It was hard to see exactly where everything is. I think I got it fairly well reset. If there's a couple of things, you know, units flip-flopped or whatever, it's the best I could do. All right, so that's one thing. Second thing, if you watched the last video, you'll notice something right here. I had moved those guys in. After I had done that, after I finished the turn and I'm looking at this, I'm contemplating if that was a good move or not, and I noticed something. I noticed something very grave, and I didn't set it up because I want to do it here on camera. This position here has a little F on it. That means fortification. This position here also has a little F on it. That means fortification. I am in within 3 hexes of both of these, which means that a fortification should be set up there. I screwed that up. I haven't been in intense field of fire, so I don't think I would have taken more. I haven't ever taken a total of 6 hits on anything. Had I moved in here like I actually did on the last turn, I'd be getting torn up, and there'd be no way to get to this one. There'd be no way to get to this one where I'm going to put a fort. So, you know, all I could attack was this one. I had moved my NCO in here. His guy had taken a hit already, and it was going to be a bloodbath. So I reserved my right to mulligan. This was the biggest mulligan I've taken in the game because I literally undid part of a turn. I moved all those guys back out of intense field of fire because I'm realizing that I think this is quite possibly the worst position on the board. This hill 382, and it's famous. I don't know all of it, but like this hill position over here, it's one hill, one black position. That's going to be hard. Up there, it's a hill position, a black position. This is a hill position and 2 black positions. Not to mention the purples and the reds that surround it. This guy right here is a 3 position area. That guy up there is a 3 position area. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions plus that cave that I picked up. So I may have to bring the 4th back in order to surround this guy. Maybe I slog down through here and I take this and then I bring the 4th in down here and bring them up. I don't know, but I think it's going to take me a long time to get that because I need to come at it from the back side and the front side all at the same time because I need to be able to hit all of these positions. This guy's going to gain it. All right, it's going to happen right now. Okay, I choose random forts. Okay, and I put the random forts out here. This guy gets a fort. There's no units to put there. That guy already has units. He gets a fort on top of him. That now makes this position 8 hits strong, just from the black. So do I want to bring all my units in there and not be able to hit them? No. If you remember over in Suribachi, right? this was bad, but there was only one black position that was going to be firing every turn. As soon as I revealed that and was able to disrupt it, it wasn't as bad, because then it was random as to whether those other positions were gonna fire or not. Over here, those 3 positions are always going to fire. That is brutal. So that said, I mean, the position up there that I just took wasn't bad at all because of the forest that I was entering from up above. And so I was able to get some cover as I came in, and I took the first black position, and then I was able to assault the hill. This one, not so much. So I'm pulling out. Now I can't do anything about these poor saps here are likely going to die. This guy right here, it's very possible that he's going to be my first casualty, because he's going to be continually hit and continually disrupted, and there's no way I can pull him out. He's in black intense field of fire, which means he's going to get hit every turn. I didn't back up that far to take them back. I hit those units. I defeated those units in here. That was a dumb move. And there's nothing. I'm not gonna push back that far. Plus the fact that I already took these units and moved them, put them wherever. I think I don't even know. I guess they're up in the elite box. But yeah, wow, black positions. Good move, sir, Mr. Yost. This adds a whole new facet to the game, and it's super difficult. And I failed in my strategy, so I backed up and I'm redoing my strategy, which is avoid at all costs for the time being. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe these guys up here start to move back down so that they can help out with the black, and then they'll move back up. Because again, not having a whole lot of units, they'll advance, but not. I mean, I might take some positions back, but maybe it won't be detrimental. I don't even know. I'm talking to myself, and it's late at night, and I don't even know what's right anymore. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should pick this up again tomorrow after I sleep on it and figure it out. But that's where I am. That's the decision I've made, to retroactively pull those guys back and say, sorry, I didn't mean to send you to your certain death. Let's backtrack on that. All right. So that said, it's the midday phase. There is no HQ, so it's just the first event, and the first event is smoke. Okay. So what is that? 2 positions, starting with. Is it 2 or is it 3? Is it 1? I think it's 1 for each color. Place smoke markers only in sectors with U.S. units present on 3 positions closest to U.S. units. Use the 3 colors on the card. If a black position is within 2 hexes, place 1 marker there instead of on a color below the black position bar on the card. Alright, so I would place it on the black positions instead of the purple. Okay. Well, hey, that'll help. Okay. Sorry, it's late. I'm trying to figure things out. So 3 smoke markers. 1, 2, 3. 1 on a yellow position. Closest to, that'll be this guy, I guess. Because there's no other yellow position that I'm next to. 3 positions closest to, use the 3 positions, yeah. Use the 3 colors on the card. Well, it says 3 positions closest to the U.S. units. Use the 3 colors on the card. So it's just the closest ones of those 3 colors. So that's that. Purple gets replaced by black, so that guy will get a smoke. That'll help. And then green. Do I even have a green? Yeah, that guy up there. Okay. So there's my smoke. There's my first event. Alright, now the fire card. Alright, well, I got a black R, purple armor, blue machine gun. Alright, so black R is resupply, place a depth marker and fire. They already have depth markers, so they're just going to fire. Well, first of all, these guys are going to fire. Is there a yellow with it? Yeah, there's a yellow within 2 right there. So that means that they would do the action and that yellow wouldn't do the action. I think that yellow can do the action anyway. So these guys would resupply and fire. So it's a triangle. So I know I have some. Oh well, yeah. These guys. Well, and you know, I hate to help myself out, but the smoke makes heavy what makes heavy what am I thinking here? It makes heavy fire dots steady, or intense fire dots steady, right? Where is smoke? This is going to be a horrible video. I'm rambling and it's late and I probably should put it away, but I'm so interested in seeing what happens here. I can't find smoke in the rules. Hang on a sec. There it is. I found it. It's not in the index. It's in the events, but it doesn't say what smoke does. Why not put this in the events? Alright, you talk about smoke back here, right? But you don't talk about what it does. You put it in an obscure location in the rule book, and it's hard to reference. Anyway, smoke reduces the intensity of any field of fire being projected from the hex containing the smoke marker. It reduces intense field of fire to steady field of fire. Steady field of fire hexes are not affected. Alright. Maximum range that a position with a smoke marker can fire is reduced by 1 hex. Alright, so that means that it will, anything that's on the outer rim of the smoke marker of that hex won't fire. The problem is these guys are not smoked, so they're still going to be able to hit these 2 positions here. This reduces this to steady, which means that they don't get hit. However, this guy still projects, so I'm saying that the guy below him does get hit by the fortification back there. Sounds fair, right? Right. Everything I do is fair. Alright, so that's the 1 hit from that, and this guy will, you know, coming over the top here again has to do with, you know, I'm taking for granted that Yoast field of fire or line of sight rules probably, you know, this right here is projected from here but not back there because it's over a bluff hex side, so that wouldn't project into there. So the only things that project into here are this position here and that guy there. These caves don't fire unless fired upon or unless close combated, so they're just sitting there. Alright, so these guys are still, could get hit by them. So if I have any triangles here, I do have a triangle there. This guy already has a step loss, so he'll lose another and get disrupted. This guy here is not a diamond, or is not a triangle, so he won't get hit. Alright, so that's it for the black. Yellow, any yellows? Alright, so this guy doesn't have anybody in field of fire, so he is going to redeploy, move the unit closer to an empty position hex and fire. The smoke is not disruption, so he will still do that. Come in here. Now, does that mean that he brings the smoke with him? And he can... no, I don't think he does. I think, unfortunately, that smoke isn't doing any good on this position here. So he comes here. This guy's in intense field of fire now from this position. So he would get hit. That's a bummer. I had plans for him. Okay. Are there any more redeploys? There's no other yellow positions. And reinforce doesn't happen because I don't have anybody in reserves. Although it could happen up. I'm now in 4th sector. So if I had anybody within 3 hexes in 4th sector, it would resupply with that. But I don't. So, alright, so that is the R action. Purple, this guy loses his disruption. As far as I know, he's the only purple that I have anywhere. That guy's purple, but he's out of range. That guy is, what color is that guy up there? I don't even know. That's brown. So, nothing there. Yeah, so that's it. And then the blue machine gun, mortar, all of that. I don't have any occupied blue positions that would do machine gun or mortar. Muster. Alright, that guy's in sector 3. So there's no sector 3 units. This guy's too far away. The guy up there, 1, 2, 3, 4, too far away. So no mustering. Alright, so that M action basically didn't happen. Alright, so that's good. Second event, intense fire. Alright, that just means that I only get 2 movement instead of 3 if I'm entering or exiting a field of fire. Alright, so now what do I want to do? I think I want to even get these guys out of the steady field of fire. But I also don't want them to just sit idle and do nothing. So I got to figure out what to do with all these units. How I want to do this, how I want to flank around or what. But I got to take these guys out. I gotta sweep through here and take care of all these outer positions first. And I'll take care of them, but I don't know that I will be able to maintain control of them because I'll sweep up and then they'll become in it's too late. I can't even think anymore. In communication, so they'll repopulate. But the more units I hit, the more units will be out of circulation. So I think I still have to do it. All right. So now I have this guy, and I have this guy, and I need to hit them. This guy is still in communication. This guy is not. Because I don't control that hex. So I need to move something into here. And I can attack this guy with probably this and this. And then maybe I cut this guy off with this so that when I can attack him next turn. Or I could attack him with this stack here. Just to reveal him. I don't know. Was he already revealed? I don't remember. No? Okay. Yeah, these guys disrupted is a problem because they were going to help attack this guy or they were going to move. Alright, let's do this. Move this guy into here. I can move this guy along and into here, and then I've got it under control. But he could possibly take fire because it's going from field of fire to field of fire. Is it worth it to cut off communication? I think it is. Yeah, so let's do that. Alright, let's hope I don't get a green. I got a green. Okay. So this guy jumped over here, and then when he came here, he took muff fire, and he takes a hit. I hope this is worth it. Alright. Now, oh, wait, hold up. I don't think I have to do that. Back up. Oops, that guy wasn't there, he was here. Alright, back up. I don't think I have to do that, because I think I already control these, because this guy, even though he's disrupted, yeah, even though he's disrupted, he still exerts control. Control and communication. U.S. units control hex. Unit or stack with 3+ steps controls 6 adjacent hexes. Let me look at control in the rule book, because it seems like disruption doesn't matter. Page 34. Control. Yeah, right here. They control the hex they occupy in all 6 adjacent hexes, even if disrupted. Okay, so that's key. So this has got 3 or more steps because it's only injured once. So it controls that green hex right there. So that means I can attack this guy and he won't retreat. So I'll attack him with these 2 right here. Alright. This guy is... the attack's going to be halved because it's rocky terrain. So that is... those are 2 8 strength units, so that's 8 coming into here, and 11 from here is 5.5, which is 17. If I add another point of artillery, it makes it 18. So if that's a 3 strength, it'll be tripled. If it's a 4 strength, I'm in trouble. Okay, it's a 3 strength Browning machine gun. I've got both of those. So yeah, he's gone. These guys acted, and then what I can do is I can move this guy down here, 1 hex movement. It's not intense to intense, so he can just move down there and occupy that, and then this guy will be cut off when I go next turn. Okay. Yeah. So we're good. Okay. Oh, all that's down here. Hey, look. See, down there? That's what I was doing. It's a little bit off camera. I'm sorry. Alright, so I took this yellow guy out that came into green. I've now moved down, so I'm surrounding this guy who can't trace communication anymore, so I gotta hope that red doesn't come up so that I can hit him next turn. Okay. I can maybe take this guy out, but it's probably a good idea to move The guy below him is disrupted. That's unfortunate. So if I move him, well, I can't move him yet because then he would take intense or infiltration fire from this guy. So I want to maybe try to take him out first. He's a 3 and he's Browning and mortar, which I have from this guy. It's over a bluff side. It is a mountain, so he's doubled. There's an F there, but it seems like I took that fort out. I don't know. I've messed up these forts. Alright. So, yeah, I did take that fort out. So that's a 3. So going over the top is halved. So I need to 9. I need to get 18 strength on this guy. So I get 4 from here. I can get another 4 from these 2 units here. Although no, I can't because purple projects field of fire into here, so that means he can see them. Except no, I don't think he can, because he can see into this hex side, but technically field of fire rules, I don't think he can see through the rocky terrain to that. So that means I can't triple that guy. How do I triple that guy? This is bad. I don't know how to get that guy. Without being right next to him. Yeah, shoot. This is a horrible, horrible hill. So instead, let's do this. I'm going to move him off and put him there. I'm going to barrage with the tanks. This poor sap's going to have to sit there, probably get hit. I'm going to barrage with the tanks, so I want to see a purple or a circle. I got a purple triangle, it's good enough. Disrupted. So that at least these guys can hopefully survive. This guy's another story. Alright, and then like the rest of them are going to start pulling back and around. I don't know. I'm going to come back to this. Let's go up here and see what we can do. This stuff's easier. The brown position. Alright, so that's in wooded terrain, so I need double strength going into there. This guy here is also in wooded. So that is 16 right here, halved is 8. The question is going to be, which direction do I have these guys going? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's have them hit the green position, and then I can... I can't have these guys attack. These guys are in green field of fire, so they can see here. So yeah, let's have these guys help with this attack here. That one doesn't have brown field of fire in it, so he can't see the brown. He also can't see the green. So basically green is going to have to be these 2 right here. Yeah. And then brown is going to have to be these 2 right here. So let's see how much strength I can get. So that's 8. These guys can come this way, and then, well, it's still halved and then halved again. So that's 11. Halved is 5.5. Halved again is just another 3. So that's 11 coming into here. I can add some artillery for 14. And I can add like an airstrike. That will give me 19. And then I'll add 2 points of core artillery, and that'll give me 21. Sure. 21 should be okay. Let's use an airstrike. Let's use Corps Artillery 2 points. Let's use 3rd Marine Division Artillery 3 points. And that's 21. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Takes flamethrower and bazooka. We've got those. I got my officer here. No, wait, not my officer. I got this guy who's has a flamethrower. So that is more than tripled. So that means that's eliminated, and this guy's disrupted. Eliminated goes up here. Take the smoke marker off. Replace that with a disruption. And these guys went, and these guys went. So now this attack here. Same thing. I've got 8 and 8. Halved is 8. And then I've got 6, 7, 8, 9 coming in from here, plus my officer. So that is halved. So that is 4.5, 5 plus 8 is 13. Let's just add a couple of points of artillery to make it 15. I don't even think I need it though, because if this guy, basically the only bad thing that happened is if this guy has close combat or something, which would just reduce it. All right, let's try that. Let's just go without the artillery and all of that. Browning and mortar. Okay, so good. I've got Browning. I've got mortar. I've got 14. That's tripled. So this guy's eliminated, and this guy is disrupted. Alright, that was easy enough up there. Alright, so these guys went and these guys went. Now we move in. I guess we come into the red here. One hex movement. I'm okay. Alright, let's move these guys along up here. One. Nothing to do with these guys. They're kind of stuck back there. Hold on, instead of moving them down there, let's move these guys along the road here, and then they will come down there. Then this heavy weapons can come in here. Alright, so I'm in position to attack this guy, hoping he doesn't. I mean, if he gets a shot off, I mean, I could feasibly draw a a resupply or whatever that'll give him a depth and let him fire. He would hit 2 units, but then that's it. So I've got numbers on him. So hopefully that'll be fine. Now these guys over here. See, this is steady to steady, which wouldn't do anything. If I tried to move him again, he would take fire. So I gotta just move him one position up. One position up. These guys here can move as far as they want. Here's where I got to decide whether 4th is going to help out. I think 4th needs to just sweep up here. They're going to hit these guys here, but I'll get 2 forts and a 3rd fort there if there's, what, 6 units here? Yeah. So I don't know if I hold out on 5th Division and try to, you know, play around a little bit, you know, or 5th Division, 4th Sector. I mean, I don't know if I try to play around a little bit and let them come in to some positions so that I can hit them and get rid of all of the reserve units and then come in here. Gosh. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. So maybe I have these guys come down here, boom, and then I can destroy that artillery. Certainly, that's a good idea. Alright, so we'll destroy that artillery. That brings that down to 6 working artillery. These guys coming across. Alright, do I swing these guys up to start moving in on brown? I can bring them in here without issue. That's 2 movement, that's all I've got. They're in steady field of fire of brown. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait and just sit right on the edge here for a moment until I take red. Because these guys, if they move in, they're the only ones in field of fire. Move these guys up onto the tanks. I think I keep the tanks there. Or do I move them? Probably want to move them into this position just because, although they can't, if they're there, they can't fire on anything or not. If I somehow am not able to hit that, or if I move in on this, I can't disrupt anything with the tanks if they don't, if they move to the blue. So let's move them here. They're not in anybody's field of fire. They should be good. And then I'll move these guys over into the blue position. Although that moves them away from these guys, so never mind. I just have to hope that blue doesn't backfill. Well, again, 3rd sector, no replacement units so far. But these positions here could, well, I'll garrison that. Yeah, because it's not in anybody's field of fire. So on the next turn, I'll be able to garrison before any fire happens, so I won't have to worry about that. Alright, now I gotta figure out what's going on over here. Hui. Alright, let's move. This guy's already disrupted, so I'm going to move over the top of him. Disrupting him again because of overstack. But I'll be able to go 2 hexes. So I'm going to move this guy here, or these guys here, and then their commanding unit over here. Now, that guy's theirs. The disrupted guy is theirs too. So they're all together. I think, yeah, I already moved this guy over here. It's 327's here, 327's here. Yeah, let's I guess split the party a little bit. Let's take these guys down here. I'm going to move the tanks and the engineer here. Can I have 2 tanks and an engineer? I don't even remember. I'm going to say no. I'm going to take the engineer off of them, and I'm going to move the engineer right here. And then these guys will come over here. They lose their disruption. Their pals here are going to move back 1 right there so that they're next to each other. These guys will move down into here where they're out of black field of fire. These guys will fall back here, except that they're disrupted, so never mind, they won't. These guys will. Or maybe they'll, what is this? 226, yeah, so that's this group here. Alright, 228's up here. I mean, they have to do something. They're going to go here and then here. Coming up and over. And technically they could move 1 more spot because they didn't start or end in a in field of fire of anywhere that's active. So they'll do that. These guys will come up here. These guys will come over here. My tanks will also move up here with this group across the airfield. My officer, or my NCO coming around. So, you know, once again, I don't want to leave it too open so that anything can backfill back too far over there. But I have to go around him. Alright, so that's 126. These guys are 126, so let's move them over here. And then 226s, yeah, we'll keep them there. Let's take the heavy weapons and fill that spot in. And that's about as good as I can do. I'm not happy with that black position. I'm not happy with what I can potentially do to it or with it. But that's it. That's what I'm doing this turn. I can pick up my command posts and I can next phase has a HQ phase, so I can reset them up. Yeah, let's do that. 27s. 1, 2, 3. Let's put them here. Most of my 27s are down here. 26s are coming over the top. There's some 28s coming over the top as well. Uh, 26s end here. So they're going to have 4 command range. They're actually okay right now. I'm going to leave them. 28s are kind of strung out. I got some down here, over here. They're everywhere. So these guys are going to pick up and move in a little bit. One, two, three, four. Yeah, they're going to move down. 1, 2, 3. And they'll move right there. Alright, so those come off the board. 26 stays on. 27, 28. Command range come off. Alright, and then artillery. So we've now got 6, and then we'll get 3 from there. So we got 9 in sector 3. Divided by 8, so that's 1 unit getting hit, so I'll disrupt. We will disrupt these guys because I don't think they're going to be going anywhere this turn. These guys lose their disruption. Alright, and then hitting sector 4 with 7, 9, so 1 unit as well. Let's I mean, I could go back here, I could move these guys in like I was planning on it and just have them sit there and get disrupted. Because I don't want these two to be disrupted, so yeah, let me just have taken these guys in right here. And then they'll be disrupted. Because they're not going to rush brown alone anyway. So, alright. And then Japanese raid. This guy, oh no, he's now got 2 within 2 spaces. So he's okay. I thought he was going to be kind of left out on the edge, and I might actually have to have a raid phase, but he's got 2 friends that are within 2 hexes, so he's good. Alright, so that's the turn. That's it. This one, I don't know if anyone's stuck with me with this one because A, I backtracked, B, I feel like it was pretty boring because I'm really tired. This is definitely the last turn I'm doing this today or this evening. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a little more energy. I can be a little louder because my daughter won't be asleep in the next room, and we'll see where we get.